Hi, this is Di, the bass playing mom, and today we're going to talk about more of my bass playing influences. These are 3 more bass players that are just too good for me to stay quiet about. I've got to share them with you. I have 2 other videos, my bass playing influences and your bass playing influences, you should check out to make sure I didn't miss anybody important. Number 1, let's start with Tina Weymouth. Tina Weymouth was the bass player for the Talking Heads and is the bass player for the Tom Tom Club. And she is a great influence, along with being a role model to keep playing. She's still playing today. I'm not going to show you a clip of her playing because I don't want to get a copyright strike, but down below will be links to all of the artists I talk about so you can go hear them. So I was probably in high school the first time I heard Tina. She was a really amazing bass player. She plays by fingerstyle plucking. I'll read off a quick list of basses she's played. A Hofner club bass, a 502. A Villette Citron standard 4-string, a Fender Mustang bass, Gibson Les Paul Triumph bass, Fender Jazz bass, Steinberger L series bass, and a Chapman stick. She's played a great variety of basses and a lot of variety of tunes, so I really think she's great. You've got to check her out and get to know Tina Weymouth. What I like about Tina is that she has a lot of agility. She's able to create riffs in her mind and play them, which is really great. And I think she can really hold a steady bass line, and she make a song really feel like a dance tune and have that funky feel without necessarily slapping. If you have not already seen the movie Stop Making Sense, I contend the best concert film ever made. You have got to check out the movie and see her play bass in it. I actually will link here to a video that I made with my review of that movie. The second bass player we're going to talk about today is Kaye. I would be remiss if I did not mention Kaye. Kaye actually came from the city I live in. She started out as a guitar player and then she switched over to bass, and she did a lot of session work in California. So there's a lot of famous albums that you've heard that you didn't realize Kaye was playing on them because someone else was credited. She played with the Beach Boys quite a bit. She played bass on Pet Sounds, and she invented the bass line for The Beat Goes On, which is awesome. I mean, it really is the hook for that tune, and that's something that she invented. So you'll have to check out one of her many recordings where she was uncredited. That group of session musicians were later called the Wrecking Crew, and you'll have to check out that movie. That's a great movie. She played with flat wound strings, which I have on this bass. She played Fender Precision bass, Dan Electro bass, in the 70s a Gibson Ripper bass, and an Ibanez SRX 700. So she had her favorite basses to play as well. She, along with Tina, still alive, still playing bass, which is pretty awesome. I think she's retired now, but sometimes she does an interview and she gets out her axe. All right, and our last bass player, we're gonna let him sneak in. You may not have heard of him. Number 3 is, of course, Flea. So Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, a trumpet player who also plays bass. Famous because he plays in every style. He does a lot of slapping, but he'll also play fingerstyle. The Red Hot Chili Peppers, a different kind of band in that, yeah, they do popular music, but they start with the bass and drum line. And once they have a groove worked out, then they add in the lyrics and the vocals and the electric guitar. So it's kind of an awesome foundation. Flea's background is jazz, and you can tell because of the variety of things he plays and styles he plays and how creative he is as an artist and how he can improvise. So it's pretty amazing. So let's talk about his rig. What kind of bass does Flea play? Well, there is a long list. Music Man Cutlass 1, which is no longer in production, Fender Precision, Spectre NS2 with 2 jazz pickups, Spectre NS2, Telesco Del Rey NB4, Wall Make 2, Music Man Stingray 4, Music Man Stingray 5, Alembic Epic, Modulus Signature Bass, 1961 Fender Jazz, and the Flea bass, because of course he has his own signature line of basses. I really want a Stingray. They come in short scale. Did you know that? These are 3 basses I'm adding to my list of top basses. Did they make your list? Do you think I'm wrong? Tell me down below in the comments. Check out my other 2 videos, see if you agree with the bass players mentioned there. Give me some feedback. Who'd I miss? Let me know. And here are those videos I promised you about other favorite bass players and a video that YouTube picked out just for you.